I'm Winnie Chiu. I'm an abstract painter in New York. I paint these large-scale paintings with acrylic to showcase my connections and my expressionisms between me, location, and the people around me. I was born in Taiwan, but growing up I was in Hong Kong. And then because of college, I was introduced to the States. So I went from Hong Kong to Savannah. Scab brought me to the States and introduced me to art and art history. And I was always fascinated by the history and where all the artists created work. And New York is always the location where everything happens, all the movements happen, and I want to be here. And that's how I moved from Savannah to New York. I fell in love with painting by my reading and learning on art history. Those histories always fascinates me on how those artists interpret the world that they are in and how they change the way or showcase the way that they see the world. And the way that they paint is different from like in history, there's so much war or depressionism that's happening around them, but the way that they depict that is completely different from the reality. And I was so inspired by how they changed their perspective and communicate it in a whole different form of art. In this city, it's challenging because everyone, if you don't fight for what you want, it's not gonna happen. People are so eager to know you, people are so willing to welcome you that if you don't reach out yourself, the opportunity will be missed. And if I'm lazy or if I don't feel like working on it, like it will just be sitting on the side. So I will always have to push myself to paint, to go to work, or else it'll be just sitting on the sidelines. My goal as a painter, I don't need to be famous, but I wish one day when my art is out in the world, people will recognize like, oh my God, that painting is made by Winnie. Like people will know that my style or through the contact that the work is made by me without me being present. This is the latest painting that I'm working on. So right now it's a very thin layers of gesso and so acrylic on top. But everything is very thin layer and watered down with water. So it almost looks like a watercolor, but it's still in full control of how I want to express it into the painting. And this one is one of the fabrics that I've been playing with. I'm playing with different materials. Instead of just a canvas, I'm also playing with some transparency and also dyeing fabrics together and creating, and still playing with it because it's hard to absorb color and finding ways to put it on, but combining sort of a tie-dye feeling also with control, with me knowing what I will be placing in each of the sections. The difference from this, I feel like this painting is about me and my family, and I've been like holding on to this like memories and like feelings with them for so long that I created this painting. That's why it took me so long to finish this painting. But right now I feel like I know what I want, and me knowing what I want makes me feel relaxed and like able to enjoy the moment that I'm having. So that's why I'm creating a peaceful piece. Besides painting, I am a bartender too at Bar Belly and Carlotta. I bartend and serve at both locations, and I love it there. They always brings me such energy to be welcoming. They teach me how to be welcome to others, and they are so friendly and welcoming to me as well. And I was able to bring their energy back to my studio in my paintings. bar belly in the Lower East Side. I'm one of the server and bartenders over here. I started bartending back when I was in college, and I started serving. I was always drawn to the industry, how people are so nice to each other when I was in a restaurant myself. And I always find bartenders so cool. And they're always shaking things up, talking to people, making connections while they're doing 10 billion things at the same time. And I always find them very fascinating, and I want to become one of them. Don't have that. Sometimes I really like a briny too, but gin martini is always a go-to for me. I like the flavors in it, and it's not just, it enhances the flavor of a gin. At the same time, I get to enjoy the liquor, and the flavors are delicious. Olive is always perfect. Are you ready?